It's been a difficult week and a half since the downing of a Ukrainian passenger plane in Iran. And while many adults are struggling to cope with the loss, children too are feeling the pain. Many of the victims themselves are young students, leaving parents to explain this difficult tragedy to their kids.
It's been really sad and tragic, and kids are shocked and they're going through trauma.
Among the 176 victims of Flight 752, so many names belong to young children. We've heard the story of 9-year-old Elsa Jadidi, who died with her mother.
She was extremely bright, friendly, lovely child.
1-year-old Kurdia Molani perished alongside both her parents.
I'm never going to be able to hold my niece again.
And 17-year-old Arad Zareh's friends will never get to see him graduate high school.
I said, this can't be real. I did not deserve it.
The Toronto District School Board confirms it lost 4 elementary school children and 1 high schooler after an Iranian missile shot down a Ukrainian flight earlier this month. York District's Catholic School Board is mourning 2 students and its public school board 5. The sudden loss has no doubt had an impact on the young victims' friends. Staff tell us Daniel Ganchi, an 8-year-old killed with his sister and mother, has left a gaping hole at his school's community, leaving teachers with the difficult task of explaining the tragedy to his young classmates.
You can't, oh, why did that happen? I don't know. You can't really explain it to them, but they can feel like, oh, this is so-and-so's desk, and it's empty now. So it's really sad.
Children are very smart, so they always need explanations for what's happening around them.
Registered psychologist Susan Hijazi says it's important not to try to hide death from children or lie to them in the wake of the shocking tragedy.
The best thing is just to be honest with them. Give explanation, explain for them what's happening, what is this all about. And we don't need to give all the details. We can just give some basic information to them and just let them to ask more questions. We see kids crying and, asking questions like, why my friend, why this should happen? And these are all normal. So the best thing for parents and teachers and school counselors to just be there, listen and comfort them.
Hijazi says it's important to have conversations even with kids who don't have a direct impact to the incident.
This is not something that you can hide. Eventually they're going to see it or hear it somewhere, and then they will come to you. There are so many kids that, they're hearing in the news, they're hearing this from other friends, and they're asking questions.
Hijazi also advises parents be honest with their own feelings. It's okay to cry and let children see if you're hurting as well.
We have to be ourselves. We need to be truthful with our children. Don't be scared if you have emotion. Don't be scared to express your own emotion to your kids. Just explain for them what you're going through and let them to use you as a role model. Don't hide your emotion.
Now, Hijazi says it can be a good idea to expose kids to community rituals like vigils, memorials, or even funerals, as long as you prepare them on what to expect. She says it can help them with closure and be a useful tool for opening up a conversation on how they're feeling. In Toronto, Janella Massa, City News.